Agents of Yesterday PC edition. Today we will be doing our next episode called Mindscape, but first we're going to collect the Tier 4. We're going to check out this Tier 4 message from our Voth friend for the Dyson Sphere reputation system once I get everything all set up. So bear with me for a sec while I make sure everything working. Hopefully this doesn't end up being up in like 3 or 4 different parts like the last episode was. I don't know what was going on. Hopefully whatever was going on is resolved. But I guess we'll find out once we are done. Once I get to where I need to go, or what I'm doing first. Excuse me. Oh, come on. It's working. I don't know why it's not popping up yet. Oh, come on. Well, I don't know what's going on. For some reason, I guess the tablet was still booting up, so everything's not up yet. But alright, while I wait for that to work, let's get going then. Let's get this message out of the way at least. And I can check everything else later. Alright, let's go see what our Voth friend has to tell us this time. Oh, that's not what I want. This is what I want.
I'm sorry for the delay in my response, but I needed to take extra precautions with my communications. After another round of disastrous tests in combining Voth and Sphere technologies, I was offered up as a scapegoat. I am no longer a member of the Voth Circle of Archaeology. But I've been doing this for so long, it's hard to stop keeping an eye on my former colleagues' experiments. Now my curiosity is tinged with a hint of fear. Their findings may be corrupted. When it was discovered that the Omega particles generated by this structure were sent to collection sites in the outer shell, the first thought was to blindly jumpstart this process, rather than to methodically determine its purpose. I'm afraid our leaders are so entranced by the perceived benefits of this advanced technology, they are willing to forego common-sense safety measures. Luckily, there are a few of us left who make safe and sane actions our primary objective. And luckier still, there are enough of your ships and soldiers causing problems inside our defensive lines that my actions are blamed on you. I'm not alone in this opinion. Our superiors are pushing hard to unlock this technology. There's a perceived lack of progress, and they are trying to make up for lost time. I'm sure you understand gravity as it applies to physics. But it also has a social component. When our leadership feels pressure, it is quickly felt by those below them. First by the military, then by the citizenry. The Voth have never taken kindly to dissenters. But there is no comparison between those who speak out against doctrine back home and those who fight for basic scientific inquiry here and now. I fear I'll be discovered at any moment, but I fear even more that the work I'm doing won't continue on. Please stay safe.
End of file.
We don't get to see what he says. Alright, now we gotta get out of here, and I gotta leave the sphere and come back to the sphere to get to the next part of this mission. So, in a way, this is our introductory episode to the Delta Quadrant, where we actually go into the Delta Quadrant. So I'll leave. Alright, now we will head to the Delta Quadrant. and head to this planet that we're supposed to go meet Tuvok at. See what he's got going on. What's going on, man? See what he's doing. What this urgent message was all about. See how much this dialogue is actually attacked. What the? Oh, come on. Get to the actual planet, not the star itself. Oh, there you are. It's all the way on the other side of the star. Let's begin Mindscape. Yay! Oh my god.
Greetings. Admiral Tuvok is waiting for you in the conference room.
Conference room? I thought it was his ready room. I thought it was the captain's ready room, not the conference room. Oh, put your weapon away. We're not here to attack. What, Commander?
Welcome aboard. And if I may say so, it's good to see you again. Between doomsday devices and the Delta Quadrant, it looks like we get all of the interesting assignments. If you'll come with me, I'll take you to
That's
Admiral
different
Tuvok.
than,
He wants to see you right away.
dialogue on my PC character, or console
It's good
character.
to see you too. Someone decided that with our experience with that, borrowed bird of prey, I'm the perfect
Oh, it's
person to
referring
handle
back to
joint
that
operations with the Klingons
hijacked Klingon
out
ship
here in
that
the
we
Delta
took to
Quadrant.
go take
I
down
even got a
Doomsday
promotion,
Machine.
as you can see.
Good for you. Can you fill me in a bit more on what's been going on here?
What would you like to know?
Do you know why the Admiral requested me?
The Admiral is trying to track down Dr. Cooper. He thinks that Cooper is the key to this conflict with the Undine. He hasn't explained why yet, but he says that your assistance is crucial.
Okay.
What would you like to know?
What's the situation in the Delta Quadrant?
Unstable, but not totally out of control. The Borg have suffered setbacks on multiple fronts. They're being pressed hard by the Voth, the Undine, and various liberated elements. The Voth are mostly bottled up in their home space and in the Solanae Dyson sphere. We've established some connections with a few of the locals, such as the Kobali and the Talaxians. Of course, there are still troublemakers out here. The Kazon, the Hirogen, the Malon, and there's a new power player we're very concerned about. Whoever they are, they're picking off systems left and right. Even the Krenim weren't a match for them. We need to find out who they are and what they want.
Either the Hirogen or the Vaudoir. Because I don't think she mentioned the Hirogen. Oh, yeah, she did. Okay, never mind. So that leaves the Vaudoir are the only ones
What
that
would
are
you
still
like to know?
around. Why bring Voyager out here? This ship is 30 years old.
Voyager spent 7 years in the Delta Quadrant, and during that time many of her systems were optimized to deal with the hazards out here. This old girl's still got a few
Well, it's
tricks.
probably been retrofitted
Besides,
a few times.
Admiral Tuvok specifically brought Voyager out for this mission, and what the Admiral wants, the Admiral gets. What would you like to know?
Course. Let's go.
This way, please.
She did that on the console too.
Sorry we don't have time for a tour, but the Admiral insists he needs to speak with you right away.
Oh, I've watched enough of your historic footage. I know enough about this ship that I don't need to actually get a tour. I may be from the 20th